Around midday, Erias Lukwago, the interim PFF party president, along with other party members, visited Dr. Kizza Besigye and Obeid Lutale for a courteous visit at Luzira prison, where they've been incarcerated for over a year on charges of treachery. It took them almost an hour to access the prison premises at Luzira, and most of them were denied entry. After the visit, Erias Lukwago, accompanied by party members and relatives of the incarcerated, spoke to us about the conditions Lutale and Besigye are facing.
They are fighters, but us as family, as friends, it is very saddening that our systems have failed us, that there are systematic lawsuits that are meant to selectively and vindictively persecute our elders, not considering their age. The court process has been abused, but we are still strong. We are fighting on under Lord Mayor's leadership and other leaders, as you saw. And we are happy that they are alive, but very sad that the legal process has not actually worked in our favor. All the applications were trashed, the unconditional release, the bails.
According to Lukwago, Besigye has urged all freedom fighters and opposition political parties to continue the fight against human rights violations, oppression and dictatorship.
In the opposition, for us, the change-seeking forces, to consolidate our efforts, to have one common front, to continue with the liberation struggle, but as a united force.
Lukwago also mentioned that Besigye had written a letter expressing his gratitude to those who have kept them in their prayers, and he encouraged the fight against dictatorship. To his surprise, when the prison OC, Brian Bazira, asked for the letter to be photocopied, it went missing until their departure.
The OC read through, he cleared it, of course with some reservations here and there, but finally said, this can pass. Then he handed it over to his lieutenant, his colleague there called Kizza. The Kizza was just to process copies out of it for their record, and then the original is handed back to us. Unfortunately, he disappeared without trace completely. We looked for him everywhere, all in vain.
Earlier, the People's Front for Freedom launched a week of prayer, urging Ugandans to pray for all political prisoners.
At all our campaign rallies, campaign meetings, campaign activities, we start the proceedings with a prayer for Dr. Kizza Besigye and all political prisoners.
Here, PFF called on the judiciary to refrain from being used by government in power and instead remain a temple of justice.
It's ground and say enough is enough to the extension of persecution within your realm. The judiciary is a temple of justice. Where should we run to? Justice or where should we go to?
Lukwago also called on the Uganda Law Society to join the struggle in demanding justice for those incarcerated in prison for political reasons.
It's not a matter for us only, members of PFF, that we have to ask even our dear sister Martha Karua to come and others. The Law Society needs to join. You can come in, there is in law what we call amicus curiae. Amicus curiae is a friend of court. So where there are these transgressions, violations, the Law Society should come in, at least as an amicus curiae, a friend of court, and join these matters. They fight alongside with the legal activists.
Ssenyonga Mulinde, NTV Tonight.
Free Obeid Lutale, free all political